Jarvisbiker. Going to Port Dover. Harley. Lots of Harleys. Okay, so I lowered the windshield. Got this wonderful thing that they've put on all these windshields. Lowered it a bit so you can actually see where the hell we're going. A little breezier, but there we go. Okay, so Jarvis to Port Dover is about an 8-minute ride. So anytime there's a Friday the 13th gathering of the motorcycles, which if you haven't ever been, they fill the town. And it's no Sturgis, it's no Daytona Bike Week, but they can fill this little town right up, and it's so good for the town's economy that there's been a lot of businesses move in since this really got going. I guess it originally started, it was just a few guys made a pact that they would meet up every Friday the 13th, and it just grew into this monster that it is now. So you'll have everybody, any kind of bike you can think of. I've seen in the winter time there was an ice storm, and I saw a bike with ice spiked tires getting gas in the town back one town from here. He was filling up his tank before he headed into Dover, and it was winter time and the freezing rain, and he was riding with these spiked tires. It was something to see. So there's some real enthusiasts out there that try to make it to every one of them, even in the winter time. So I've been to Friday the 13th in February before. Mind you, I didn't have a very long ride to get there, but I made it. I got a photo. I got a picture of it right down by the water, right by the lake, and the ice pyramided up in the middle of the lake from the pressure of the ice pushing up, and really good picture. It was not this bike, it was my other one, the Concord. So it turned out really nice. So I got that memory forever, and maybe I'll pop that into one of my videos. It's kind of cool to see. So we'll take a ride up through Dover, and then we'll cut over and around, and we'll go up the shore road the other direction from where I went the first few videos. So the water will be on our left hand side instead of our right hand side once we do this. Up through Port Rowan and on up that way. Lots of little towns, 2-lane road, and lots of bends. It's not a fast road, but it's fairly well kept, better than the other direction. So wow. Bad corner here. You mess up here, you die. Everybody trying to beat the other guy across. Gets pretty nasty sometimes. Here we go, Goldwing, 2018 Goldwing, rolling out of Port Dover. There we go, Spider. may get a little more wind noise out of this because I lowered the windshield a bit. Probably put it back up. We'll see what the view looks like when we're done. Big green building up here on the left, they moved that here from another location, and it wasn't a short trip, but what a monster. And they moved it all in one piece. It was took up most of the road to get her here, but they got her here. Bikers, road glide. So Port Dover, they got a little building boom on going up here. They got a golf course just been built. It's not even fully grown in yet. A lot of old guys are retiring into this little village here and walking out the back door to their golf course. So looks like it's going to be kind of handy for them. A whole another block or two that can go in. There's more buildings to go in here. Now, if you want to see somebody or take note of the pine trees on the right and the hydro wires going right through them, and the hydro guys have, you'll never see that anywhere else except when you enter into Port Dover. It's one of the telltale signs you're here. The Yamaha Maxo. If you're ever coming through here, this is where the law likes to sit. Yeah, these two driveways here, they like to park back in there and give you a big surprise visit. Appropriate. Satellite radio knows we need that song. Bridge, let the sailboats and the fishing boats out. Come on, buddy, let's roll it. Well, we've got a gathering. Gaggle of bikers. Wish I had a Hummer. slower, I'll fall over. Holy cow. Alright, so we're going to get off Highway 6. We're going to go on to Radical Road. Nothing radical about it though. It's as straight as it could ever be once you get out of the town limit. Used to be an old guy who used to sit out there last summer and wave to us every time we went by. Hope he's okay. Haven't seen him this year yet. That's not a good sign. Goldwing. Nope. Yamaha. How strange that fairing looks so much like a Goldwing. No. Geek Squad, stay where you are. Somebody trying to get their YouTube video edited needed some technical support, probably. Goldwing. Hey Goldwing, you got your ears on? There we go. Through the nasties. Okay, there's a big honkin' mansion up here on the left. This guy's been building this thing for, it's got to be going on 10 years or better. I got no money, I got lots of money to spare by the looks of things, because it is a monster. The hockey player Rob Blake, he's got a house on this street. I'm not going to point out where it is. I'm sure he doesn't want any visitors. Here's the mansion. She's a biggin'. We get up here a ways, we're going to turn left and head over towards the lake. Zip line, there's a zip line place in there. This turn will be coming up soon. One road there we could have taken, but it also does loop around, come out right where we're going. Easier just to go down here. There we go. This will take you into Turkey Point. There's the waterfront trail I spoke of. Port Ryerson Road, we cut down here. Should see a few bikes on the way. Speak of the devil. I got the mini finger wave. That was it. So if I had taken that other road, we'd come out right here. It's like a 5-second detour. There you go, buddy. Boys. No. All good? Just a smoke break?
Nope.
Oh.
Snapped all the bolts and pulleys.
Wow. Yeah. That we can't help you with. I haven't got enough tools on board to fix that one. So the sprocket, itchy nose, the belt sprocket on that Harley, must have been the bolts come loose, and then he torqued them right out. The one they showed in his hand there was bent, completely bent, and pulled right out, threw it right on the road. That's not going to fix easy. Probably wrecked the wheel. I don't know how those Harley hubs, I don't know how they go together, if they're like other motorcycles where they got the hub that slides into the rubber grommet that takes up the shock. If that's the case, he may only have to buy the little internal hub and or do some machining to fix it, one way or the other. Too bad. That was the end of a good, nice afternoon. Another big house going in. Big monster. Be coming up here around the few bends here. And the road opens up to a T intersection and there's like cornfield all around you, just bare ground, right? And just on the left. You turn down there, there was a guy killed on a Harley there last summer. Don't exactly know what happened. I kind of think maybe he had a health issue, heart attack or something while he was rolling, but he crashed into a... Report said that he crashed into a metal fence, but I kind of got the gist of what they were saying was that he was already gone before he actually hit it. So, but can't go out any better than rolling on your Harley down the road. Time to check out, time to check out. At least you're doing something you love. Tim Horton camps, kids camp. That change you drop in the donation box when you're buying your morning coffee. That's one of the places it goes to. Not up to the road where the accident was yet. I guess there's one more jog. Incline here. And there's a little village down here at the bottom of the hill. This is nice coming up. There's a full hairpin turn, and then up the grade and around the bend. It's pretty cool feeling. G-force is pulling on you coming around there. Coming this way, it's nasty. There's a little bit of sand there all the time. At the bottom, you gotta slow down for. Truck in black. I got a new Chevy Silverado, all white. White on white on white. LTZ, beautiful. Little reward for working hard. Rough, bumpy. There's deer country in here. Come around here at dusk. I'm bound to meet some of our friends, furry friends. These fields, I don't know what they got planted here. Maybe they'll lure them in. They seem to just come for the They come for the hay fields. Usually see them hanging around the planted corn and stuff. They just don't seem to want to gnaw on that. They'd rather find a nice little clover field. Okay, here's this road. So right down here on this series of little bends and hills, something happened. And it could have been that he went right through the gates of this right through the cemetery gates. He could have just kept on going. We were down a few days after the accident and the gates were open, but they're usually closed, so maybe that was the case. But yeah, they said it was a metal fence, but there's a metal fence down below here too, so whatever happened wasn't good for him. Ducati. Now they were one of the camps. There's 3 of them around here. The temperature today 73 degrees Fahrenheit, just beautiful. Oh, just let me go. Now if we turn left here, follow that around, it takes you right down into Turkey Point. When you come to the stop sign, you turn left, go to the second sandbar restaurant. And good food, nice people. Wife and I frequent that usually on the weeknight. We'll go in there and have a little dinner, and then we go out deer hunting afterwards with our Goldwing. Drive slow. They're usually coming out of here. There's little paths all around through here where they are. So this Corvette's turning. He's going to Turkey Point too. Then you can get in right the main intersection if you turn left here. But we're gonna go the other way. A lot of action. Busy place. Running like a piece of crap. It's not cammed, it's got something wrong with it. It's not firing on everything. You had to throw it in neutral to keep it running. Probably don't even know it's missing. City boy. So you got a few little twisties here. The Harley guys like them. They're all low speed corners so they can handle it. It's my job for the day. Burning Kiln Winery. Take the wife there once in a while, have a little taste. There's the lake. It's coming out to where we can get a good view of it. I'll put the other camera down on it. One on it. There you go. It's like a big marsh right here. I'd be taking a break after climbing that hill with a bike. I'd have to go lie down. Suzuki. Toast of the Coast Trail. Waterfront Trail. GPS here is blocking the view. If that makes it any better. Can't stay as tight to the water than this direction as you can the other way. The road's a hell of a lot better. We have a pedestrian. It's a crow. Good old Jarvis crow. Some ponies. Booth's Harbor, Ontario. be able to come around here. There's a little restaurant, got a pretty decent breakfast right on the harbor. Looks like you're riding into Amityville Jaws movie and you come down the hill by the restaurant. Pretty quaint little place. Ice fishing huts, all parked for the summer. I wonder whether they had a good season this year or not. I think the ice was thick enough for them. Waterfront Trail. Here we go. $30 mph. I'm sure we can do better than that. Well, maybe not. A little bit of gravel. They did do this road, right? Though they paved the shoulders so that the cars aren't dragging the gravel up onto the corners there. That guy liked my side of the road better than his own. Lake's right there, a quarter-mile away across that field. At least open the windows, buddy. Holy God. Driving around with the AC on a day like today. Open the windows. Get some fresh air. Cool. I know that guy. They're a little closer to the lake now. You see Long Point out in the distance. Looks like a spider up ahead. There we go. Port Rowan, Long Point. Took the little gaffer fishing down in the stream down in there. Nope. A couple of crotch rockets. Gotcha. So doesn't that look like Amityville? This little boathouse restaurant. They got a decent breakfast. Their parking lot's full, so I'd say it's a good bet you'll be okay eating there. The sunshine went away. Hope there's no rain in that cloud. Nope, another Goldwing. How about you, Goldwing? You on this channel? Guess not. So they're going to Long Point, which I believe they're working on the causeway. It's like a very narrow road that passes through there. They got signs all over the place, don't drive over the snakes and the turtles. And I think they're doing some work on that road, so it might be very hard to get down there. They're more than welcome to go because it'd be easier for them to turn their rig around than mine. So. taking in the scenery. Port Royal, Ontario. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Come on, Dodge boy, you're wrecking my ride. That must be real embarrassing to get passed by a motorcycle pulling a trailer. That's gotta hurt. Vulture. Roadkill and vultures. Making sure he didn't want to fly in front of me. My dad, years ago, he bought a brand new Impala. Oh, he was so proud. First day out driving around with a vulture on some roadkill at the side of the road, and when he went by, it flew up and hit right on the front of the hood of Dad's new car and kind of waffled it a little bit. Looked kind of rough. Metal was a little wobbly after that. And never said anything when he got home. My brother saw it a day or so later and asked him about it. That damn vulture's got me, he said. We got a couple of race rockets, probably those two I passed back there. They're coming up. Gonna get them come by on the left. It's a girl. Oh, we better get in on this. Yeah, good boy. He's making sure she saw that. know the old guys still got it. First run around this road for the season too, so good be some surprises I don't remember, so. A little oncoming traffic we'll have to negotiate. We got rain. Time to cut her in. Get away from this cloud. We'll be out of this in a second here. We're just getting teased. There, that got us away from the rain. Set my GPS back. There we go. It's all good in the hood, as they say. Gaffer on the bicycle, we better slow her down. I got the nod. They see the camera and then they make acknowledgement that you're there. Cash crop. There ain't an animal. There ain't an animal around. Barn tore down. Knocked it down, pushed it in a big pile. Light the match in the summertime. Invite your friends. Where are we now? We are in Messiah's Corner, Ontario. Buddy, do me a favor. Wear a shirt, please. We have an itch. Pothole. Another one. Oh, invisible one here. Oh, that would have hurt. Oh. Oddest places to put nasty. Oh, that would hurt. Should have a sign for that one. I don't know whether you're picking that up on the camera, but that was pretty damn deep to be hitting at, 50 miles an hour, 80 kilometers an hour. It'd be a hard hit. Be testing out the new fork oil. Amsoil 10 weight fork oil with seal enhancements. Raccoons didn't make out too good last night. I think I've seen about 15 of them splattered all over creation today. Intended to take a full stop, but it didn't work out that way. I had an opportunity to cross without having to wait for that black truck, and I decided that it was in my best interest to do that, so I did. Vest, new leather biker vest. I like it, except it's not wrinkled and soft yet, and the zipper's grabbing on my neck. So this is all old tobacco country, most of it up this way. So you see the sign where St. William's to the left and everything else is to the right. Back to Long Point, Point Burwell. So in Port Burwell they found a body. Been tampered with and hidden and disposed of, and they caught a guy who's accused of being the one that disposed of the body, so he's been charged with indignity to a dead body and all that kind of jazz. But he lives on the next street over from my wife and I. So the neighbor next door to him, house went up for sale immediately, and they're already out of the house. It was like dude's wife just went, "We're out of here." They're gone in no time. So I guess once they found that out about their neighbor, they weren't thinking it was a good idea to hang around. So we've pretty well gone around the loop now. We made the full loop around Port Rowan, and we're on our way back, heading towards Turkey Point, Port Dover, all back the way we came. Don't shoot me with grass. We're getting some more rain. Need to mobilize a little faster here and get out of this, get out from under this cloud that's dumping on us. I think we're alright the rest of the way. Now this is the V-Stream windshield. It does push the rain off to the side. I haven't put any wax or anything on it. I clean it with a warm washcloth and then dry up the droplets with the microfiber. It's never seen Windex. It's been on there for all of last season. Price was right. It's been working for me. Yeah, it's a year old now. So I bought it right after we got back from the New Hampshire trip of 2018, May 2018, and bikers. We passed them going the other way. Must be heading her back too. So yeah, we rode from Syracuse to New Hampshire in the pouring rain, like driving rain, wind, solid rain that year, and with the stock windshield, and it had you know, a lifetime of Windex, and it wasn't yellowed yet, but it was starting to get a little smoky looking. And the water just would not move on it. It was like having a block of wood up for a windshield. You couldn't see anything, so I had to drop the windshield in the rain, so I could see over top of it and just let the rain run off my helmet visor. And yeah, we were damp. Main problem for me was the water leaked into the helmet, down the back of my head, down my neck, soaked the back of my shirt, which it wasn't cold, so it didn't really bother, but I'd bought my wife a very good motorcycle rain jacket, brand name, said it was 100% waterproof, not resistant, proof. Oh, leaked like a sieve. So the story was that she wanted to stop the night that we left. The night that we left for New Hampshire, we got to Syracuse, New York from Jarvis. And she said pack it in for the night, that she didn't want to go any farther that night. So I said, well, if we can go a little farther, get a little closer to Albany, we'll be able to stay dry. We'll get past the storm and it'll move up behind us and we won't have to get wet. And she was, no, she wanted to stop. She wanted to stop, so I said, okay, but you're gonna get wet. And we did. A couple of ladies on their fake Harleys. So we got up in the morning in Syracuse, come out of the motel, pulled the cover off, loaded everything up, and departed in the rain. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained. When we got to New Hampshire, I asked our friends, how long's it been raining here? And they said an hour. So we were just on the verge of breaking through the whole way there into dry road, but just couldn't crack through the storm enough to get us through it. So now she listens to me when I tell her we need to leave by a certain time, we need to be here, and we need to get through the storm. There's a spot we can get through. We have to thread the needle. She gets it now. But I did buy her a 100% rainproof suit. It's a, what is it, Frogs. It's not reflective, it doesn't have fancy bright colors or anything, it's just gray, but both suits were about, I think they were around $37 US. We bought them at a store in New Hampshire. So I'd gotten hers the year before and had it in the bike. Never had to use it, but on the way back this year 2019, we did put the Frogs pants on and keep all the road water that was going to get sprayed up on us, just to keep us dry and warm, and they worked flawless. It never rained. It was like today. It just rained. It just rained enough to get the windshield wet, and that was about it, and the road wet. So just having the pants on was enough, and it made it a good comfortable ride. It was 10 hours coming back, 9 hours down, no wait at the border, but on the way back we were a good 45 minutes to an hour getting off the bridge and down to the border security and passports and processed, and then on our way through. We stayed dry. was the other thing on the trip down to New Hampshire. They put all new LED tail lights on the trailer, new marker lights, red and the yellow. And the threaded bolts coming out of the back of the light that mount it to the trailer are stainless steel. And stainless steel nuts and stainless steel lock washers. And we're driving, we weren't even to Syracuse yet, and had a car pull up beside us, and they motioned that something was wrong and pulled over, and those nuts and lock washers were completely missing off one of the lights. It was hanging by the wires, swinging in the air. So, side of the interstate, I tie wrapped. I had some tie wraps in the bag, and I tie wrapped it on, and then when I got to a rest stop, I pulled in and stole one lock and one nut off of the other light, tie wrapped both of them, and then put one nut and one lock on the one that was missing everything, and continued on our way. And when I got to New Hampshire, the one day it wasn't raining, I jumped on the bike and went for a tour looking for a hardware store. Found a Fastenal dealer, so I was able to get some nuts and lock nuts, nylocks and lock nuts, and some washers, and fixed everything back up a bit better than new. Should not have that problem again. Road not maintained. Use at your own risk. I think I will pass. Excuse me. I think I'll leave my tire right here. Everybody's going to Turkey Point. That's good. Carry on. Go on. Get it going.
Air Nation on Sirius XM.
So many trees and cloud cover here. Hard to get in the satellite system. I think Buddy was going to stop there. If you're wondering why I took that corner so stupid, first I thought the guy wasn't going to stop, and then there was a great big rock on the pavement, and I hit it with the front wheel, and it just threw everything off balance just a little bit, just enough to make me take a different line than I really wanted to. So that's what that was about. vets out today. Some of the clubhouse. Don't get any wave. .75 Fahrenheit. Still, it's holding temperature even though the sun did get blocked out. Farm laborers out there. The cider keg. Want some apple cider?